Hello and welcome to the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining us here today is Ricky Martins. Ricky, how you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today.
Yep, happy to be here.
So let's get started by getting to know you a little bit and tell us how you got started in music. Tell us your story.
Yeah, I started playing piano when I was really young, 6 or 7 years old, and immediately fell in love with it. And I think music's such a wonderful medium because I think what I've learned about it over the years is that it's really this weird concoction of creativity and technicality and there's technology and there's like just pure writing and like yeah, it's just this wonderful concoction of different sort of disciplines, which I think is rare, and it's not necessarily in all disciplines that you find such a diverse set of skills that you can explore and use. So yeah, I just sort of fell in love with that, the whole thing.
Definitely. Now let's chat a little bit about your charity organization called RADA. Tell us more about it that and how you are involved with it.
Yeah, so I got involved with RADA maybe 10 years ago already. RADA is a nonprofit that does a lot of really good work. They've got about 38 adopted homes that they support with food, and they support with, if a home needs a stove or a repaint or bedding or whatever, they'll often assist with those sort of things. Then they've got a thing called the MyPad project, which is reusable sanitary towels for girls in school. So they do a massive drive with that every year, where they essentially have a bunch of sponsors on board that help them distribute those in the thousands. Like it's quite a big project. And then I think, one of the things that sort of underpin the work they do is that they're really inspirational by the core of it. And that's where the music side comes in, is that they use music as a tool to try and inspire people to get involved. And that's, as an artist, where I got involved with them. And it's been wonderful. It's been a great journey. And I've personally learned a lot through the environment situations I've been exposed to through RADA. I'm very grateful for all of that. Yeah.
Definitely. Now tell us about your recent song that came out back in April called Moments. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, it's called Moments. It's in collaboration with RADA, and it's really just a song about we we go through life like it's June already. Like I think a lot of people don't realize how fast the time is flying, and sometimes we look back and we're like, oh my God, I don't know where the time has gone, and I think we often don't have enough reminders that we should be mindful of our time and that we should spend a lot of our time just considering the people around us, the people we love, and how many, the song is really, it's called Moments, and what it's really about is just saying that there's been 1,000 times in your life that you've had 1,000 chances to tell the people close to you that you love them, and we've missed most of them, which is like hectic. And we don't know how many more moments we're going to get. I think that's the real crux of it then at the end, is that, tomorrow might be your last day. And then the question is that you use your time wisely. And I think if we look back at our lives, there's a lot of moments we can think of how we waste them, but I don't think spending them with loved ones and spending quality time with people and helping people and letting other people know what they mean to us, those wouldn't be counted under that sort of thing as wasted time. And I think we should be more mindful of that. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, if you had an opportunity to collaborate with any artist, whether they're with us today or not, who would you choose and why would you choose them?
Yeah, that's always a tough question. It would probably be not be a musician.
Okay.
It would probably be a philosopher or a painter or
Oh, wow.
you know
We normally never get those answers. Okay, there you go.
You know, for me, it's like collaborating. I think, when people normally answer this question, they often think of their idols, that you would think,
Yeah.
oh, I love this person. But it's like, I don't view other artists like that. For me, it's like you either my peer or you're not. And it's like, I don't really like the idea of fantasizing about working people that I'm not peers with, because I'm like, it's not realistic. It's not going to happen. And it's like, I'm never the guy that just wants a photo with the famous people to have it saved on my phone somewhere. I want to work with the person. Like, I want to. So for me, yeah, I think it's more, that's the one side of it. And then the other side is that I think some of the best art is created cross discipline. If you can pull ideas from other disciplines, I think it can be so much more powerful when they are then sort of explored and executed within a music space then. Yeah. So for me, it would be philosophers, or it would be maybe a stoic, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who it would be, but it wouldn't be a musician, definitely.
Is there any painter or philosopher who you would choose in particular?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I would love to know what sort of song I would write after a 3 hour conversation with Socrates or, Nietzsche for that matter. I mean, I think he had some crazy ideas, and you know, I think even there, I'd probably want to talk to someone that I maybe even disagree with philosophically, and like so that there can be something to explore. I so often think that safe spaces in the sense where if everyone's in a room and they just agree, it's very hard to make progress on anything. So I'd love to sit down with people that maybe historically, if I can go back 50 years and have a conversation with this sort of a random person who has a completely different worldview that I totally disagree with on almost everything, that could be way more interesting for me and to see what I could write out of that experience than sitting with someone again that I idolize and go, oh, wow, you're so wonderful, but I don't know what we're going to do then?
Definitely. Now, where do you see yourself in your career in the next couple of years? Where do you want to be?
Working, hopefully. I think I'm an artist who loves the process more than I like the end result. So it's hard for me to say, oh, I want an album out, or I want this out, or I think what's important to me is working and working with people that I enjoy working with. So I would hope that I'm surrounded by the people I'm surrounded with now, maybe new ones that can add to our group of sort of friends and colleagues that can, again, there's no point in having a bunch of the same people in the room. So if we can find some more people who bring different viewpoints, different skills into the mix would be really wonderful. And I think, yeah, as long as I can work and explore ideas and keep pushing myself, then I'll be very happy.
So, where can people learn about you and your music? Where can they find you?
Yeah, I mean, online, all my social media handles are Seven Official, SEVVEN Official. And yeah, you can follow me on there and everything's online, I guess.
Awesome. And is there anything I forgot to mention that you want to mention before we go today?
Yeah, I mean, maybe just to tie the loop on RADA, if people want more information on them, they can go to rada.co.za. So it's rada.co.za, and there's all the information on the work that they do. There's a bunch of videos you can watch that really showcase, I think, the scope of what they do. And if they want to get involved, there's ways to do so there as well.
Awesome, Ricky Martins. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kane Gordon Show. Today's Best Country Mix. We definitely appreciate your time and support, and would love to have you on the show again when you got something new to chat with us about.
Amazing. Thank you. Thanks for having me, man. It was fun.